When it comes to the internet computer, is this good? Now, even though nothing I say is financial advice, what do I even mean by this? I want to talk about an aspect that is often not talked about when it comes to the internet computer, and then later on in the video, I'm going to discuss my thoughts on the idea of maybe $100 when it comes to ICP. But besides that, it is the aspect of sustainability. Now, people may be thinking, okay, who cares about this? Well, if I actually take a look at the internet computer on the site of the internet computer, they mention why ICP is the best blockchain for sustainability use cases. Now, that's a very bold claim and that's very debatable, right? Is it necessarily the best? Who knows? But then at the same time, I think it is the thought that counts, because one of the things that they do highlight is that the power consumption of a single transaction on the internet computer is 0.003 watt hours per transaction. I find that pretty interesting. Now, if I take a look at something like that, why do I think that this even matters? Because I do see something that really fascinates me, because if I take a look at something called Roland Berger, now Roland Berger is a very massive, player when it comes to the space of consulting, but again, quite a while back ago, they did form a strategic partnership with the Dfinity Foundation. So yeah, that's very impressive in my opinion, and we take a look at this. This collaboration aims to create the first global recycling incentive standard powered by blockchain, offering a secure and transparent system for tracking recycling credits. So yeah, that's pretty interesting, because we already know when it comes to something like, the internet computer, it seems like just this pretty sound project, but then at the same time, it doesn't really gain that popularity in some cases. And even though that, I think, kind of partnership, I would say, with Dfinity wasn't really talked about that much, I still think it's very impressive, and it kind of showcases, I think, the capabilities of the internet computer. Because again, sustainability maybe is one of the, aspects that could be considered good when it comes to this. Who knows, right, moving forward especially. And I think this is on top of already kind of the notoriety that the internet computer has when it comes to the focus of decentralized AI, which I find very fascinating, because other projects out there, they're sometimes just focused on AI, but then the internet computer is just, decentralized AI, which I find very interesting, because if I take a look at it, the AI market is expected to be worth nearly $2 trillion by 2030, according to Grandview Research. That's very amazing. So I like that unique factor when it comes to the internet computer, and also on top of that as well, when I take a look at ICP, it may be the idea of $100. It's around a 30x from here at this point, and sure, ICP's had a pretty big pullback and the price is around $3, but at one point when ICP was above $18 not too long ago, a lot of people that I know, they were hoping that ICP would one day go below $10, let alone below $5, which we're seeing as of right now clearly at ICP around the price of $30, right? But then the thing is, now a lot of people that told me that, they just don't care anymore when it comes to ICP. But my feeling is that if ever ICP hypothetically goes to above $18, maybe again, who knows, only time will tell, but if it did, I just don't want to be thinking, oh wow, imagine back when ICP was below $5. Now, I'm not telling you to do anything, by the way. I'm just speaking on my perspective and just kind of my mindset, but that's just what I'm thinking, and I get it, ICP is not doing the best, but a lot of altcoins are also not doing the best. ICP has had a really big pullback though, right? And even bigger than some of its competitors, but at the same time, I don't know what bad thing happened to the internet computer fundamentally. I think if anything, it actually improved, because we take a look at kind of the aspects of caffeine AI, which is really, I think, such a massive thing overall. So when I take a look at that, I think it is so massive. I mean, a self-writing apps platform supposedly can help developers use AI to help create applications. That's really, just something so fascinating for me to see. Again, when it comes to Dfinity, I get it. People like to say, oh, take a look at their computer, take a look at the price of ICP. But I can't argue that they haven't done much, because they actually have, in my opinion. And we take a look at Bitcoin DeFi, supposedly powered by the internet computer. I mean, they're not doing nothing. That's my perspective. But then the price isn't doing the best. And this may sound kind of, bizarre, but then at the same time, I actually think that the internet computer fundamentally is better than back when it was above $18 when compared to right now. Like, as in, I think it's actually better right now when compared to before, even though the price was better before. It may seem counterintuitive, but then more importantly, within this space, it is not always tied to just the fundamentals and how well the project is doing. In this space, it is more so tied towards, let's say, the sentiment, kind of the vibe overall, because the altcoin space sometimes it does not care about how well a project is doing. If the altcoin space is not doing good, even let's say a very amazing project is just going to go down like that. Sometimes in terms of price, I've seen. And that's just how it is. But then at the same time as well, it's like, you know what, if ICP's around $3, so be it. I'll just continue to dollar cost average. That's the way to take a look at it. I'm not going to complain if a project that I like went from above $18 not too long ago to around $3, and then now I can dollar cost average even more. I mean, I'm not telling you to do anything, but this is just what I'm doing. Now, personally though, when will there be an altcoin season? I mean, that's totally beyond my capabilities. Like, whenever it happens, it's gonna happen. Like, I can't demand it to happen. I can't make it happen. I can't do that. The only thing I can do is just hold and just prepare by dollar cost averaging and staying patient. So then maybe if the market does do its thing, again, who knows, if let's say there is an altcoin season, because I don't think I've seen one. Despite ICP being above $18 not too long ago, I don't think that was an altcoin season, generally speaking. But besides that, if let's say there's an altcoin season, I just want to be prepared. So then if let's say it does go up, it's kind of like going along with the ride, so to speak. But at the same time as well, $100 market cap at that point would be around 54 billion considering current circulating supply. You know, it's nothing that groundbreaking in my opinion. You know, I saw Dogecoin back in 2021 reach over $80 billion in market cap. This is not something that is a groundbreaking figure in my opinion, but you know what? Only time will tell. But in the meantime, I do like what I'm seeing when it comes to the internet computer. I am still staying patient because I don't think anything bad really happened to it fundamentally. It's just the price didn't do that good, but you know, I don't want to give up and I'm still staying patient, holding and just waiting. And that's pretty much about it. But I do like seeing that aspect of sustainability, and I think it showcases the range and use case for something like this. So I'm still staying patient and just holding, and again, just waiting. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. And feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. I want to say thank you for watching. I hope you all have a nice day. It's Millie the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.